Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Death's Head figure. This one came out a while ago, but I finally got around to getting it, and it's kind of a unique thing, so I thought, what the heck, let's review it. Maybe some people will want this just for the zaniness of the design, or maybe you're a Marvel Legends collector and you just don't have one yet, or wanted to see a review, or whatever, I'm reviewing it. Just watch the video. If you want to. If you don't want to, it's free. You don't have to, you didn't lose anything, just click away. Alright, so this guy's pretty cool, and also typical Hasbro stuff. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I will show you my package. It is a very specific package. I don't know if people are going to like this or not. I like this artwork because it shows the version of him that I would have preferred. Not the one that's in the box, but whatever. It's a unique package. This guy was SDCC, wasn't he? Or like PulseCon, or he was some kind of exclusive. I don't know. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store. There's a link in the description below if you want to get one. Okay, so this guy, he stands about 7 and 5/8 tall, not counting his horns. Right about that. And then he's going to be pretty close to, let's say, 19.5 centimeters. Let's get this off of his back. Here he is up against Darwin. He's way too big. It says right on the box he's 6'6". This guy's like 8 feet tall. I don't get it. Well, whatever. Okay, so let's do a question of the day. Which version of Death's Head is your favorite? I don't have one because I don't know much about the character and don't really care for the character designs, but I have to say, if you're going to do this look for him, there are basically two. This one, and then the one that has the pointier horns and the red shoulder pads. That's the look I would have gone with. This one is the dopier of the two versions that look like this, if you ask me, but let me know what you think. Alright, let's get into the aesthetic. A lot of new parts here, a lot of reused parts. I think it's an okay kit bash of things, so that's fine. I just wish it had better paint. The silver that they used for him is just kind of drab and dull, and certainly not painted, it's just molded. So it really doesn't have the appeal that you want it to have. You can see right here some leftover Colossus parts. That's super annoying. If they had painted it, it wouldn't have been as noticeable, but it would have cost them more, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, the gray, well, the silver is just very gray, and if they had painted it silver, it would have looked way nicer. But instead we got bullet marks that are painted. The yellow looks kind of crappy everywhere it's painted. It's not opaque enough. That's unfortunate. And the red, also same thing. Red and yellow happen to be very hard to paint well, but still, Hasbro, you are the biggest company to make toys, kind of. I don't know if they're literally at this point, and you could count Lego and stuff, but whatever, you get my point. They could definitely do better. The yellow on the boots is just really, really bad. It's not a very good looking figure, despite the fact that it should be. It should be way better looking than it is. Why is this not lined up? Does it come off? It doesn't come off. I wish this didn't. Maybe a little heat would fix that. Anyway, it just looks way cheaper than it should. If they put a little bit of effort into it, it would have looked really cool. But they didn't. As far as the face goes, it's okay. Again, just not enough effort. They just don't care enough to make things look good. I would say the coolest thing about this guy is his cape, but I'm not sure if he's supposed to have a burlap cape. The cloth material, or the cloth texture, is super heavy. Like, I'm sure you can see that on camera. I don't know if they scaled it wrong when they were applying the alpha for the thing or whatever, but for the 3D map, it's just, I mean, it's cool, I like it, but it's such a heavy pattern that it's really weird. Nothing else on him is textured anything like that. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like that, but whatever. Okay, yeah, so it's better looking than your average Marvel Legends figure, but nothing special for what it should be. I'm going to say it's a 7 out of 10 for the aesthetic. It's just too lazy. Too lazy. As for accessories, you get the open hand and the gripping hand. It does have a vertical hinge on the gripping hand, so that's nice. Then you get 2 fist hands. That's fine. You get his little shield and then his 3 alternate pieces. The mace, the whatever missile type thing. I guess it's a missile, but it goes into his hand. I don't know what he would use that for. That's his personal business. Then you also get an axe. Those all can go on his hands if you want to, or you can connect them to his little shield thingy, which goes on his back or in his hand. It's okay. Like, that's what they're supposed to look like, so it's fine. 7 out of 10. You could go 8 if you wanted to, because there's a few extra parts there. So that's alright. Now, as far as articulation goes, the shoulder pads are just kind of soft and they move, but they're not actually articulated. The head, basic old joint, hinge forward and back, ball peg for rotation, a little bit of wiggle, but really that's it. Shoulders, we've seen these before, not all the way up to horizontal. You're going to get full rotation, but of course the shoulder pads will move or be in the way. Bicep swivel is fine. Single jointed elbow, very limited range. That's unfortunate. Are these separate pieces on this guy? I don't remember. Let's pull the hand off. Yeah, they are, but do they move? No, they don't. That's right. These are the Colossus arms. Okay, so that kind of sucks. Alright, for the torso, ab crunch goes back a little bit, and then we get this huge faceting at the waist. Man, Hasbro sucks. Why would you put that there? Don't do it. They put no thought into where they're cutting things up. Or at least it's the wrong thoughts. Don't facet the ab crunch if you're going to keep doing an ab crunch. It's moderately functional. Alright, waist twist is fine. This is a floating piece. Hips, they're really loose hips. And he feels quite gummy, by the way, but he's fairly thick, so it doesn't matter that much. Decent range going out to the side. Going forward, it's okay. It's quite limited. Man, these hips are loose. Alright, thigh swivel is a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. They're okay. Kind of ugly, but they're functional. And then the boots do have a boot rotation. Ankles go all the way back and all the way forward, and a decent ankle rocker, except for where these get in the way. But yeah, he's very slippery in the joints and floppy, so that's unfortunate. Very, very basic articulation, and most of it doesn't work super well. I'll give him a 5 out of 10 for articulation. And now it's time for the final verdict. If you put this guy on your shelf and don't look too close, he's going to stand out. He's got more color going on. He's a little bit bigger, though too big. And he will stand out in a Marvel Legends collection. In a good way, mostly. But in a collection of anything else, he's going to stand out in a bad way. It's still a lazy Hasbro product that doesn't live up to what it should be at all. It could have easily made this look awesome. Odin makes this guy look like crap. And Odin didn't have that much paint on him. But they did do a good job with Odin. This guy, they did not. There's so much yellow paint on here that they would have been better off just molding the yellow parts and gluing them in. But that would require new tooling, and it cost them a little bit more money. Would it make the figure look better? Yes, but Hasbro will not spend extra money to make a figure look better if they can avoid it. This guy's proof of that. So, final verdict for this guy is 5 out of 10. He looks too crappy up close. He has to be really far away to actually look good. It's unfortunate because there's a lot of new tooling here, and it should be much, much, much better. But did anybody care enough for this Death's Head that it should have happened in the first place? Another question of the day. Did anybody care? Let me know if you cared about this guy getting made in an oversized, ugly version. Really, really weird. But that's it from me. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos every single day, except for maybe around the holidays, and thousands of videos already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.